Hello everybody. With the pandemic going on, I'm still not ready to go back to the gym. I was very, very fortunate to pick up this Life Fitness X3 Elliptical. The donor said it has a couple of problems, and it does. Number one, he said he did not have the power supply that plugs into the back of it here at the bottom. And he also said that the plug, or the receptacle for the power supply, was broken. And sure enough, it's very badly damaged. What I suspect happened is the AC adapter was plugged in, and they picked the front of the machine up to roll it and move it, and that subsequently broke this connector. So I've taken it apart, and it's pretty simple. Some screws separate the two housings here, one on the left, one on the right. That gives you complete access to sort of what's going on inside. You don't really have to remove the covers completely, but you need to be able to get them separated. So the screws come out, 6 on each side. Get those screws apart, take out the old connector, and let me show you my repair. Once you have this separated, I unplugged that wire, the green and black wire. I unplugged that. That connects to 2 black wires which run through the frame and exit out the back, connected to this receptacle. So I cut off the receptacle right here, and then I've spliced on this power connector here. I've just spliced it to the end of the original power cord, put some sleeving on it to cut down on the wear, and this is going to work just great. You could actually replace that plug. I happen to have one of these power jacks here, so I just used it. The white stripe is the center positive pin, and in my case I need a 9-volt DC supply center pin positive. Since I'm not reinstalling a receptacle there, this is probably going to be a lot more flexible. If you actually lift up the machine to roll it, this is going to give. It's not going to break off. So I think that's going to work great. All the models seem to use different power supplies, so be careful which one you use. But in this case, the X3 model that I have uses a 9-volt DC supply. Here's my finished product. This is a Heiko strain relief. The opening here is a 1/2-inch diameter hole with flats. So this strain relief will keep this cord from being jerked out. Alternatively, you could have drilled a couple of holes into the frame. You could have drilled a hole here and here and zip tied the cord, or just drill another hole into the bottom of this and use the existing hole and put a zip tie in there to hold this cable down and prevent it from being ripped out. I like this solution a lot because this means I can tip the elliptical up on its back wheels and roll it with, even if the thing's plugged in, without worrying about breaking this off. But alternatively, if you're interested in just replacing this power jack with this power receptacle, I have some of the original plugs that go here, and so if you're interested in replacing your plug, check on eBay. It works great, and it's a terrific solution for those of you who don't have a soldering iron or don't like to solder. You can just make that connection with wire nuts, actually. But either way, you can get your elliptical working again. Replace the power receptacle with a pigtail like this, or replace it with a new power jack. So thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, how about a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel.